you're intimidated by Lightroom. I know, I was too. For the first few years after Lightroom came out, I opened the program only to feel overwhelmed by all the buttons, sliders, and words I didn't recognize or understand. I wasn't a professional photographer, I was just a mom with a camera. So clearly this program wasn't for me. But then, a few years later, I was completely overrun with photos of my family. I was taking hundreds, if not thousands, of photos every month, and they were just piling up, unedited and unavailable to me for printing, scrapbooking, or even sharing online. And I was overwhelmed. In January 2012, some friends of mine asked me to take engagement photos for them. I was always thrilled to have a chance to practice on someone other than my family, so I said yes, and it was so much fun. But then I had to go home and find a solution to the more than 200 photos I had taken. Although I was fairly proficient in using Photoshop Elements for my editing, I dreaded the time it would take me to go through that many photos. Photoshop Elements is a great program, but the workflow, especially for editing many photos, is slow. And so I decided to brave Lightroom once more. I was still intimidated, but I was desperate for a solution. So I read a tutorial for importing my photos, and then I honestly just piddled around. Surprisingly, although I knew how to work maybe 1% of the features in Lightroom, I still managed to edit those photos quickly and easily. And I think I was in love. And so that began my journey into making use of this incredibly powerful program. I gobbled up tutorials and I practiced with each of the photos I took. I learned to cull, or that means to go through your photos and decide what to keep and what to delete. I learned to quickly edit, to change to black and white, to crop, export, and more. And you know what? This is what gets me so excited. Since 2012, every single photo of mine has been managed. I've either deleted it because I didn't want it or I had duplicates, or it's been edited and organized. I have all of my photos from the past 4.5 years ready and available to me to use for anything, to print, to scrapbook with, to post on my blog or on Facebook. Seriously, every single photo. But even though I've been working in Lightroom for more than 4 years, I still remember how intimidated I felt when I first started. Just look at all those sliders and options. They look so scary. But once I got started and realized that I didn't have to know how to use everything, and a small confession, I still don't know how to use everything, but just knowing the very basics of Lightroom changed the way I edited photos forever. And I think it'll change the way you edit photos forever. I want you to experience the same joy I did when I finally learned to quickly and easily edit my photos. And so whether you're taking photos on your iPhone or still trying to work that DSLR you bought, you have the ability to harness the power of Lightroom. So who is this course for? Well, it can be for anyone. However, this course is designed for the Lightroom beginner and even a photo editing beginner. The goal of this class is to keep it simple, to teach you to ignore all that intimidates you and find the simple but powerful ways you can edit your photos. Even if you have never edited a photo before, or you've been confined to the photo filters on Instagram, I hope that you will feel empowered. Although experienced Lightroom users may pick up a tidbit or two, I always do, even when I read beginner tutorials, I've designed this course with the beginner in mind. I won't delve into the more advanced features of Lightroom, or at least not at the beginning. Now listen, I am no means an expert, but I've learned a lot about Lightroom, and I'm so excited to share all of that with you. You'll see photo edits from start to finish, you'll hear me think out loud as I approach photos, and you'll have opportunities to watch me edit your photos. Although there are no required online times, no requirements for participation in group discussions, and you have the complete ability to simply learn at your own pace, approaching this class in a workshop format will allow you to seek advice, gain confidence, and enjoy the encouragement of other learners. With weekly videos, printed tips and instructions, and editing challenges, you'll be equipped to get those photos edited and ready to use. So come on, join me in learning Lightroom basics. Together we'll demystify this powerful program and help you make your good photos great. This workshop will run from October 3rd to November 13th. And if you register by September 26, that's 3 days only, just this weekend, you'll get $15 off. Registration closes completely on October 1st. So go ahead and get registered, and I will work to make your Lightroom experience a great one. For more information, go to www.thedailyDigi.com/WME2. That's WME for Watch Me Edit and the number 2. I'm so excited and can't wait to see you there.